Yo, what's up? Welcome to the show. It's me. Welcome. It is I, Jay Chains, and it is 4 p.m. here on the East Coast, and I appreciate you being here. Please make sure to smash the like on your way in. If you are watching on X, as we like to say, give it the old people's elbow. Nice to see the crypto's going green right now. Hey, Bitcoin's back to 97, baby. This is like the worst bull run of all times. I think a lot of us are frustrated with the Bitcoin. Hopefully you guys can hear me and everything works today. We got camera, we got lights, we got action. Let's go. We got my favorite people in the chat today. Who got the gold medal? Was it Blocky? Does that remember? Yeah, Blocky getting the gold today. DJ and Brian repping with the silver. Who got the bronze? Would have been me, but I'm not going to take it. We'll give it to Mike. Mike Vollmer gets the bronze. There you go. Congratulations to the crew for getting the medals today. We got Doom in the house. We got 6 a.m. Doug in the house. Jake the Crypto Snake. Jason. Man, I appreciate you guys. Blue 1991. Let's go. Appreciate you guys being here. Make sure you smash the like, do the heart, do the things you got to do to bring more people in here. We'll get into some crypto here. We got a couple good stories today. I think a couple of them are World Liberty Financial. One of them is about their plan, their macro plan, the strategy, if you will. And then the other one is the partnership finally announced, not the the fun little bit that we had earlier this week where it was tweeted, then taken back, and we all did our thing where we spread the rumor, had a little fun with it over the last couple of days. But they made it official today, posted it. We will go through that. And then I got a few more stories. What else do we got here? What else do I got pulled up? Franklin Templeton launching a tokenized treasury on Solana. We'll talk about that. BNB Chain Memecoin Launchpad 4 meme hit with a couple $100,000 exploit, and they suspended their liquidity. Sony's blockchain Sonium launches their first music NFTs. I got a copy of that. I don't know if there's a way for me to play that, though. Let me just see here. If I go to the media assets, background music, can I add a song? I sure can. Let's go add the music. I know that I downloaded this today. This, I believe, would be it. So I'll give you a quick sample of it as soon as it's nope, it's a bit too large. We're not gonna be able to hear it today, but I'll show you where to go to it if you want to hear it. It's some nice Japanese like EDM. I think a lot of you will enjoy that. So we'll get into there, and then we will round out our stories talking about that. That's it. That was the last one. But I'll show you the Sonova. Sonova is the NFT marketplace that you can get that on. So we'll run through all that stuff in a little here. But first, you know what we're going to do. We're going to get through the markets. We'll talk about exactly what's going on here, how things look today. We'll go over some winners and losers. We'll do our headlines, and then we'll look over on some charts. I was going to look up, I think I want Dex Screener today, because we're going to see if we can try to find some. We're going to look at some of the BNB shitters that are popping off, and we'll take a look at some of that stuff. So all right, Dex Screener, here it is. That is saved up there for later. So all right, let's move on over to really quick. Let me just make sure I got the chat pulled up, because that song did not pull up. Let's mix that to that video. I think that I would love for somebody, if you saw that post that I made, I would love to see the someone create a beat to it. That'd be cool. My beard looks different. It might, it might just be pushed up. I was wearing, if you guys saw earlier today, I actually posted a video on my YouTube channel about JASMY. There's been some kind of recent changes in Japan. As we talked about on the show yesterday, I think, unless I just talked to somebody about it, but I think we talked about it on the show. So they're making some policy changes. They're doing some tax stuff. So there's going to be more money, more liquidity. And you got to think, like, if that happens and they change policy and become more crypto friendly there in Japan, possibly. I know a lot of you, my JASMY fam, I know a lot of JASMY people are getting ready for this thing to go. It's in what we like to call the triangle of love on borrowed time for potential breakout. And I know a lot of people have some high expectations of JASMY for the bull run. So this could be the moment. So check that video out if you so dare, if you're thinking about JASMY, just to kind of know what's going on in Japan, because JASMY, some of you may not know, JASMY is, they call it the Japanese Bitcoin, not because of it's trying to be Bitcoin. It's because of just what it stands for with the IoT and that kind of stuff. So you'll find it on the, I don't want to give it all away. There'd be no reason for you guys to watch the video if I give the whole thing away to you. So make sure you check that out. Also, I'm gonna start hitting you guys with a couple of these throughout the show, just because.
Oh, Dad, how about this one?
Boom. Smash that like button. Do it for my little marketing team right there. There you go. Closest you will see me to a tie when I was in my suit at the conference. 100%. That's absolutely a thing. I will wear a dress shirt. I will wear a suit. I will do that whole thing. But I will not wear a tie. If I go to your wedding or your funeral, just expect that I'll be wearing a suit, no tie. That's just the thing. Now, if I have to go to like a tuxedo ball, can you get away with not wearing a you could, I would have to just do like a black slim tie. I would have to. There's no fucking way I'm wearing a bow tie. I'm sorry. Japanese Bitcoin makes it sound mega scammy. I know I'm not the one who calls it that. It's just been kind of referred to that as I don't really know if it's like a cultural thing or how that is all. That'd be a great conversation to get into somebody or get into with somebody about the whole thing. There you go. I'll just go to a black tie affair with no black tie. Maybe a little black scarf that's just open. Or just like I just show up with the tie untied already. I would do that. I just don't like the. But shout out, good to see you, Corey, Jerry. Who else we got in here? I know some more people popped in here. Thank you guys. Make sure you smash the like. We're gonna get into some coins later. I got the deck screener pulled up, so if you are thinking you want me to look up some meme coins, or we've got some things that are maybe gonna be popping off, or you just want to bring some stuff to our attention, by all means you can drop a ticker in the chat. I support that, and if we need to delete something, we can. We got the best mod team on the planet. That is a guarantee. Let's go. I just want you only wear a tie at my funeral. That's it. I see. Now that would be something I'd support. Like if somebody wanted to do the birthday suit with a tie. Birthday suit with a tie is one thing, but like a suit with a tie, nah, man, ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right. All right, here we go. Let's bring it on up to coin market cap. That's where we want to start. I get set, man. We're like 10 minutes in already. Long-winded way of saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for being here. Smash the like button. I will make you watch my daughter say smash the like button several times until you do. So don't you worry. All right, let's go right here. Coin market cap. We have got a 2.43, so about a 2.5% increase today in the last 24 hours. Thank goodness. It is nice to see green. While I understand it is we are not recovered. It is just nice to see green because it's just been really annoying and kind of choppity in a bad way. Hate seeing all the red, especially when it's supposed to be a bull run. We're supposed to be going through that. But, when in doubt, zoom out and understand that all these bull runs have a little period where we're going to do a little bit of a yada, yada, yada. And that pretty much springs us up. Now, if you do think about it, and I was talking to AJ earlier, and we were looking at a chart, and it was kind of almost one of those things where based on the uptrend, we could still, and I think it was Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, we could still see a pretty decent move down. But it would be actually not a bad thing. And why that is sometimes you just need that kind of a movement to create movement, right? Like, what is the catalyst at this point? We've already got some of the most amazing news for crypto and blockchain. And that didn't push us, back in the other direction. We're still kind of stalled out. So it's, where are we? What is going to take us to get there? And how do we figure out the next steps here for the market? So I think it was like 88K and still bullish. Yeah, it's something like that, right? Where it could still go down a good amount. But ultimately, like if you look at the uptrend, wherever or however that's coming through, that, even if to come down to a certain level, like it is okay. And it's probably more healthy, really, at the end of the day, when you think about it. And I know people are really worried, and ultimately it could be quick and painless, or painful, depending on, the amount of leverage that's in and stuff. But it could be one of those things that we just go really quick, grab a bunch of strength, and then just pop right back up. And, we could be back into the hundreds in no time after a quick bounce. Remember, we have seen some 10K candles. If I'm not mistaken, we might have seen a 15K candle. And I fully expect that at some point they will increase to 20K candles, daily candle. We will see one. Don't you worry about that. What? When did my ticker go out? I know that thing was on. Man, I gotta get in here though. Crypto ticker. Guys, make sure that you smash that like button while I get this ticker back up and running. I don't know what that's about. That's annoying, man, because I love that thing. But we can't. There we go. Wi-Fi. Okay, we'll pick it back up. Just have to like refresh in here, which I did want to do in case. Oh, and if there's any coins that we got to add to it, just let me know. There we go. That's where I got this thing, was from the Ondo Summit. So what's the first coin I programmed in? Obviously Ondo. I know that AJ put together an Ondo video today as well, and did a little bit of a kind of a situational stuff, and we could see another leg down on Ondo, but that is, I believe, coming to kind of a point where it's got to make it or break it in the next several days. Of is the trend going to go down? Are we going to break down? Or are we going to break up? And I just, man, the news is just too freaking bullish in all the partnerships and all that stuff to think that it could go down. However, we know crypto. We know what it does, what we least expect it to do. We're the opposite of what we want it to do. So keep that in mind as always. Shout out to you guys for being here. Thank you so much. All right, let's get back over to CoinMarketCap so that we can take a look at our biggest losers. Oh, wait, no, we didn't even look at any of the coins. What the heck is wrong with me? Bitcoin coming in. Hey, there we go. We dropped back down into the 96s, the high 96s, but we are back into 97, baby. Let's go. On our way to 100K. I'm really excited. All right. Next thing, we've got Ethereum 2686. Let's see if we can get this thing back up over $3,000 soon. I know a lot of us are ready for that to happen. There's just, again, it's like there's too much chitter chatter about people saying Ethereum for this thing to just be dog shit like it's been. Come on, baby. Let's go. XRP 246. Nice to see this one is up more in the last 24 hours than it is in the last week. Good to see that. BNB crushing it, absolutely crushing it. 23% on the week, flirting with that 700. But we saw that thing go up. We saw that it was up and over there. What happened with the ETH shorts positions being on all-time highs? This makes me think that a small pump can make the market explode. I really do think so. I think that there are, and who really knows that they got their shorts in unless that was kind of the whole idea when people started talking. I mean, like, it was even Eric Trump was saying, like, it's a good time to get ETH, or like whatever the tweet was that he said, And by the way, Abdul, I appreciate the shout out. Thank you so much. The whole idea, if you guys came for news about Ben, there's just none right now. None to give right now. I could talk to Cassie later today and kind of see what the status is. I think what you guys have seen online is about where all we know, at least all that I know. I've been here today, and it was just AJ did his thing, and then I've just been here hoping that we'd hear something, but I haven't not. But I wouldn't expect anybody's going to reach out to me right now. All right, so Abdullah, I think back to your question. I think that the whole idea of Ethereum shorts positions being at an all-time high, there's going to, at some point, I would think that the short squeeze would come in. It has to. It really has to. There's just too much institutional interest. There's too much. Again, there's too much talk. Anytime you get a lot of that movement, there's things moving behind the scenes, and everybody's expecting Ethereum to pump. And again, you talk about crypto likes to do the opposite of what we expect or what we think is going to happen. But I think a lot of valid arguments can be made that we should see an extremely bullish Ethereum pump. I'm holding on to my Ethereum. You guys heard me say the other day, like I missed kind of selling the other day. I should, or a couple of weeks ago, when things were a little bit better. That was my intention. It just kind of got caught up in something and then moved on. And then the dumpski happened, and it is what it is at that point. So let's see what else we got here in our top 10. We're talking about doing anything. You got SWE up 6, almost 7%. That thing will be back up $5 before we know it. So if that's your jam, man, this is time to load in a little bit lower. AVAX up 4% today, 26. Man, I like that thing back when it was in the 50s, but it is what it is. It is what it is. All right, let's look at our biggest losers of the day. BitCat token 5%. I would not be picking up any of these myself. That's it. And then nothing really massive there on the loss front. What about on the week? Any opportunities still? Not really. Nah, I pass on all those. I got none of those in my portfolio. So, yo, what's up, Morehart? What's up, my G? Hope you're doing well. Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's get it. Happy hump day, man. It is Wednesday afternoon and everybody's working for the weekend. So that means you are. And it's like just about the end of the day here on the East Coast. And so that means if you're on the West Coast, it's like you just got done with lunch. So let's count today like half over, right, for everybody. And so you got 2.5 days left. 2.5 days. So let's go. Shout out to you guys. We are all just working for the weekend right now. Sorry. So that is it for Coin Market Cap. Let's move on over to a couple of our news articles that we can get through. Take a look and see what's happening in the world of crypto headlines. Donald Trump's linked World Liberty Financial debuts their macro reserve to weather volatility. The macro strategy. I laughed when I saw it. I was like, is that a typo? Is this are they supposed to be like a micro strategy thing? Where's I'm not talking about Sailor. Nope. They got their own called the macro strategy, and it will serve as a robust financial backbone for the World Liberty Financial Corporation or Institute Incorporated. I don't know, FI. They said in an announcement. Here we go. Here we can go to this tweet. Actually, let's go to it. Share tab. I got another one that was open too, but. Dear WL World Liberty Fi community. That's what we'll say. World Liberty Fi. We are thrilled to announce a transformative initiative that marks a significant milestone in our journey together. World Liberty Financial is proud to unveil the macro strategy, our strategic token reserve designed to bolster leading projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other cryptocurrencies that are at the forefront of reshaping global finance. So there we go, baby. I wonder what other cryptocurrencies are going to make it into this plan. Well, we know one, and we'll get to that in just a second here. We'll just finish this article. Last week, the global markets experienced a sharp turn. We know that after the tariffs. Their key goals are to navigate market volatility, diversify assets, and bolster the platform's long-term stability. Now, the whole idea of how this is linked to Trump and the government and all that stuff is, I think, still yet to be discovered, and how it's going to be positioned, especially after he comes out of the office. I don't think he can be like part of it. He can be linked to it, but he can't be like a decision maker in it while he's the president. But contributed assets will be held in the WLFI's publicly accessible wallet, providing institutions with transparent exposure to the crypto community. I love to see this. We saw it the morning of the event, but they bought $470,000, or just almost $500,000. Now, The significance, obviously, 470,000, the 47, Trump being the 47th president. So a lot of the things that they've bought are in increments of 47, whether it's 47 million, 47, 470,000, 47, it seems to be, the thing. They bought that of Ondo. That was amazing to hear at the conference, and then later that day, obviously, Trump Jr. He spoke at the conference with a couple of the guys from World Liberty, which it was cool. It was funny, interesting. Like one of the things that I remember, and I know that I still owe you guys plenty of information, and I will do a video kind of recapping the whole Ondo thing. But it came up several times about how crypto guys, like, and there obviously is a big, I wouldn't say divide, but a big difference between your traditional finance people and your crypto people, right? And so it kind of came up a few times where the framing of it was, we're the flip-flops, right, and they're the suits. And it's like at this, somebody was saying something, it was, it's great to see the flip-flops bringing something to the table so that they could help the suits out, because it's like they weren't able to solve something, but yet the crypto natives were able to do that. And so it's really funny how they just have this nomenclature of crippies, hippies, or free wheeling, whatever, like, oh no, they're just the flip-flop people, which is funny because the dress attire for the event was business. And so, as we were talking a little bit ago, I was wearing my suit, but the World Liberty guys, now Trump was wearing a suit, but the World Liberty guys were jeans, shirts like this, t-shirt, hat, whatever. They're just normal crypto guys, like doing their thing. And so it's funny how, as we got through the day, there was this big difference between how the mindset of your TradFi guys versus your crypto guys. And then the final say, the big announcement, the World Liberty and Ondo thing, and so you bring the crypto and the TradFi guys together, and it's the suits and the flip-flops. And it's funny. That was a rant. What? One second, guys. All right. So there is that. I gotta do a little information digging here in the thing. All right. So here's our next article. And let's go to it right. Why is this not changing screen, man? Here we go. So this was kind of, like, again, I said something in the last article where, while they were at the conference, they talked about that they wanted to do some stuff together. Earlier in the week, there was a tease that had gotten deleted, and then today they all made it official that they team up, the World Liberty Financial and Ondo team, tokenizing real-world assets together. Innovative partnership aims to blend traditional finance with blockchain to offer institutional-grade on-chain solutions. All right. World Liberty Financials integrating Ondo Finance tokenized assets into its network, and the partnership aims to provide secure yield and access to traditional financial assets through blockchain tech. We love to see that. There's still a lot more information that I need to get and learn about the Ondo chain specifically. That's the new L1 that is going to be kind of running a lot of what they're doing, and how it integrates, how the token integrates, if it's its own. It is omni-chain, as it's called, but definitely again, I went back, go back to like a few minutes ago when, and this is something I was talking to my mom about, the whole concept of, what are we doing with crypto right now? And you say, like, the fundamentals haven't changed, the technicals, like, whatever, right? But the whole fundamentals of where crypto's at, it's like, how freaking bullish are we? And you've heard me say, and other people as well, that we're looking at this entire movement of what crypto was and where we are now, and it's like, this is, we're now part of, like, the financial system and how things are moving forward. And so as we push and as you see like these announcements and all this integration and again going to the conference and listening to some of these, whether they're people who work at like the CFTC or whatever agency or organization or project or wherever institution that they happen to be, like they understand what crypto is, they understand what blockchain is, and this is like where it's going. And to see all of these plans come to motion in probably the near future, guys, like it's super exciting, super bullish. Shout out to you guys in the chat. Let's go. All right, here's a long, you guys should definitely, I'm not going to read this would be crazy for me to do this, but you guys should definitely go to the Ondo Finance YouTube account and read this whole thing. It also links you typically at the end. It's like all of these other big crypto accounts, they'll say like, this is the final post, all that kind of stuff. But usually the one before that is the blog post. So you can click on that and you can read the whole thing as a blog post. Whereas, a lot of these sometimes are segmented out in a thread form on X. So here we go. Let's get into this article because we've got quotes and all sorts of fun stuff. Last December, World Liberty Financial announced plans to create a strategic token reserve to integrate traditional finance with blockchain tech, supported by DJT. An hour ago in a post, this is when was this put together? This was today, right? Oh, this was yesterday. So this was yesterday. So forget that I said an hour ago. 24 hours ago in a post that was quickly deleted. Ondo Finance announced a partnership to integrate. This is what I told you this morning, all right, or a little bit ago. Let's see. So they took it off. They brought it back. Today was the big announcement. All right. It's approximately $342,000 Ondo tokens worth $470,000 USDC. There it is. There you go. There it is. There it is. All right. That was okay. So we had this post opened up as well. So you can see there's actually also, for the people that don't like to read, there's a fun video. And it's only 10 seconds long, but it is nice. They did a good job of just getting some aerial footage and putting some words over it in the logos. And I think it's very effective. So shout out Ondo. In more institutional TradFi news that relates to crypto and adoption, $1.5 trillion Franklin Templeton also partnered up with Ondo, launches tokenized Treasury fund on Solana after hinting at the Sol ETF filing. Here we go. You got we know that institutions and TradFi love Solana, baby. Love, love, love. Franklin Templeton has expanded their tokenized Treasury fund to Solana, making it the 8th blockchain platform for FOBXX. Let's see. They registered the Franklin Solana Trust, indicating plans for a Solana ETF here in the U.S. Man, that's freaking exciting, right? I know that there are a lot of projects, a lot of news about different projects and blockchains or whatever getting their ETFs going in 2025. Sol, you got XRP, HBAR. What else? You guys drop them in the chat. Let me know, what are the other ETFs we are going to see come up very soon here. I know that I'm missing some. Litecoin is one of them. Make sure that you guys write them all. Even if I said them, I want you guys to light it up. If you're on YouTube, light it up. If you're on X, light it up. Let's go. And might I say light it up, not your marijuana. I mean, light up the chat. All right. Let's go see what their tweet said. New chain unlocked. Benji is now live on Solana. Solana is a fast and secure censorship-resistant layer 1 blockchain encouraging global adoption via its OPA infrastructure. Get the Benji app there. There you go. Franklin Templeton. There you go. Love to see that. Let's go back to our article. Anything that we're missing in here? Let's see. We got the quote. There's some more information about the dashboard and some other things that you could see on Dune Analytics. BlackRock's USD Institutional Digital Liquidity Fund, or the BIDL Fund, which immediately challenged the FOBXX following its launch last year, had approximately $394 million in market cap as of Tuesday. There you go. This fund, as of February 11th, had 495 million market cap. So there you go. The nice little fun between each other. They're ETF battles. Early endorsements following the SEC approval of U.S. listed spotcoin Bitcoin ETFs. We should say ETPs. I got to remember to change that. In my brain. It is ETP. That's one thing that I learned. They are products. They're not funds. So ETPs here in crypto, ETFs in the stonks world. Unless I totally missed the ball on something, I believe that's what we need to be saying. Let's see. That was something. Anatoly Yakovenko, obviously, he's the Solana co-founder. All right, here we go. That is that one. We have two more articles, and then we are on our way to the charts, baby. I know that you guys are all chomping at the bits to get on the charts, and so am I. And so we'll get there. We just got a few more to get through, and they'll be quick. These will be quick. BNB Chain's Memecoin Launchpad 4 meme hit by a $200,000 exploit. It suspends liquidity. Not your keys, not your cheese. Good thing it's probably a DeFi platform, but maybe not. I don't know anything about it. I don't trade BNB shitters. I would only trade Solana and Ethereum shitters. Is that true? Base. I think that's it. Unless I'm losing my mind and completely forgetting something, I believe those would be the only. No, I don't have any ADA right now. I got all my ADA NFTs, but I don't have any ADA. But what is the name? I forget the name of the site that you could trade those on for ADA. Drop that in the chat if you guys trade. What other blockchains you guys trading shitters on? Let me know. I know they got them on everything. So what's your favorite shitter chain? Form.meme, a Memecoin launchpad on the BNB chain, has suspended its liquidity provider on PancakeSwap after detecting a malicious exploit targeting its system. This has been confirmed despite the attack. They emphasize that its internal funds remain secure. The team is committed to monitoring the situation and keeping the community informed. That's good. We love transparency. 200K in losses. Web3 security firm Certic revealed that the attacker leveraged the vulnerabilities in multiple unified, unverified contracts to steal assets worth approximately 200K. 200K. According to their findings, the exploit involved the malicious actor front-running the token launch by creating a pool on PancakeSwap v3. This strategy allowed the attacker to set an artificial price for the token before its migration. Oof. Slow mist. What's slow mist? Slow mist, another blockchain security firm, provided further analysis pointing to liquidity manipulation. Ooh, shots fired. Slow mist founder, you attributed the exploit to weak security measures, stressing that attackers can repeatedly exploit similar loopholes unless platforms implement rigorous verification processes. Woo. Whew. Whew. Shots fired, slow mist. There you go. Last one. Here we go. I wish that the music would play. I'm gonna try to play it and see if you guys can hear it. But that drives me crazy that you wouldn't be able to. But Sony's first blockchain NFT music NFTs have been launched. Nushi, this is a Japanese music director. I have this open. Let's share this tab. I'm really hopeful that you guys can hear this because this is a jam.
sex on the check, sex.
Okay, the mix. Okay, it's like 20 minutes long. All right, here we go. So, all right, you have to look at the biggest loser while we listen to this. All right, let's turn that off. All right, so that is you can get that on. Sorry, guys. Let's see. Let's turn this off of solo mode. There we go. All right, so you can get that on Sonova, and that is Sonium's NFT Launchpad, I believe, is what this is. Connect your wallet to this. This is Nushi. And right now you got 11,400 of those have been minted, and they cost you this much Ethereum, which now we're going to have to go to CoinMarketCap so we can go to a currency converter, share this here. It's $2.09. All right. So for $2.09, you can get a 22-minute NFT music track. There you go. It could be a bargain at today's price. You never know. You're right, Doug. That thing could shoot up to be like $20 because of what Ethereum's going up to, and then all of a sudden your music track is worth $20. And to me, that's like the I don't think speculating on prices of NFTs and music is like that seems ridiculous to me, but collectors will be collectors, I guess. I guess I'm the old boomer on this one. All right, that is it. That is all we got as far as news, and that's it. Yeah, for news, that's done. So the next move for us guys is for me to go full screen. I'm gonna get my chair. There we go. We got our XRP price up right there. This is a great time for me to say thank you for being here. I sure do appreciate it. And here is a message from our sponsor.
Oh, Dad, how about this one?
There you go. All right. Shout out to you guys. I see Ellie's in the chat today. What's up, Ellie? What's up, everybody? Meg, what's up, fam? How are you? A lot of people showing up today. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Appreciate your support. It means a lot to me. Let's go. Oh, there we go. I see a contract address. Does that start gay? You're either messing with me or not looking up that coin with the contract address that starts out as gay. That would be funny if you're trying to troll me. All right. Let's get on over to Trading View. There's a lot of things that we got to take a look at here. All right. Ondo for Shodo. We are in a wedge, and as you can see, it is a downward wedge since we have been in this perpetual disaster of a downward wedge. It actually hasn't been a disaster. It's been some nice relief from when it went down below $1, but it's from 214, the all-time high that we saw in December, to $1.37 where it is right now. However, a lot of things really got beat up recently, and Ondo did not get beat up. There was a lot of really good things and a lot of good information and news and all that stuff that really kept it. But as you can see right here, now that we do have it brought up, you can see that wedge that I was talking about. And so that thing runs again from the all-time high, which we saw back on December 16th. And, you know, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty, what I like to call the triangle of love, because as a bull, I am a bull, baby. Like, I fully expect this thing to just go to the moon. $5 Ondo is programmed like very soon, by the way. But you guys, I hope you know that $5. That's like, that's where it's going next. And so with that being said, we could see it's lose this support, shoot down here. I think still not a bad thing if that were to happen, right? You kind of get a little bit of you give it one more try here, you get rejected off, you come down here to the bottom support that, as you can see, we flirted with many times. Now, I'm sure it's even back the other way. We could back this thing out. There you go. So we have played with it before. We just blew through it. So never a whole lot of dancing. But as you can see, if we came down here, think of it like the Bitcoin example that we gave in the beginning of the show, right? If you have the opportunity to, again, it sucks for leverage traders. It sucks for traders. It sucks for people who are inexperienced with the market. But if you know what's happening, it's not a big deal. If we do see a nice little shakeout, if we do see a big dump, it's not a terrible thing. That is just the market doing what it needs to do to shake out some weak handers, some lettuce hands, and recollect with some new strength and some more volume and a better attitude. You know what I mean? And so I don't hate when things like that happen, because I've been here for a while. Obviously, I want it to go up. I want it to go straight vertical. But we got to be realistic, right? We got to be realistic when it comes to a lot of this stuff. So let's see here. Wait. Sorry to spoil the pitch. What pitch? Oh, man. I should have Emmy take over. She probably would get more likes than what you guys do. I'm going to take a look at that. I want to take a look at where you guys are on the likes as far, because we're still kind of, it's still like around the halfway point. And I love, whew, man, there you go. Like, things are getting, you guys are learning. Y'all are learning how to like on X. Damn. Let's go. And then over on the YouTubes, y'all are the heroes. I mean, y'all know what to do. Big time. Big time. Thank you. I'm looking at you. All right. Let's zip through a couple more of these charts to see. So I fully expect, really quick, to wrap this one up with Ondo. I just like, if you buy now, and I believe AJ probably bought a good grip of Ondo today when he was doing his video, if I'm not mistaken. And so, you know, with that being said, I know there's a lot of people that they were kind of on the sidelines with it. They were kind of wondering, like, oh, is this the time to do it? If say you got your allocation, say it's $1,000 that you want to put into it, put in $750 now. And if it goes back down, then you got that other little bit that you can add a little bit more. And if it goes up, then at some point you just wait for a dip and then you put it in. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that hard. So this is the time. We are in the pinch point, the triangle of love, as I like to call it. It's going to be a make it or break it moment in the next couple of days, right? Like, this triangle expires. This whole thing expires on the 18th. Is that Valentine's Day? No, Valentine's Day is in 2 days. So it's not going to break our hearts. We don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about a metaphorical heartbreak or a figurative heartbreak. So, all right. Well, get ready, baby. I'm looking to the upside. I would never in a million years short Ondo. I would wait for a confirmation before you go long. I'd wait for it to break out and then go long, just because you don't know. But that's where I'm at. Ondo, baby, all the way here. What is this? That's kind of a weird line. Let's take this. I guess this is just to show that we've kind of had a little bit of a macro uptrend here with Solana, kind of hitting the struggle bus lately. Would love to see this thing get back up well over the $2 range or the $200 range. I would like to see this thing back to like get up to $500. Honestly, I think a lot of people are waiting for that. My price target for Solana, 800, 800. 775. I'm like getting ready to get out. 775. I'm getting ready to get out. And I think that's where I'm at with Solana for this first little whatever we want to call this. I was really starting to think more about this cycle and how it looks, and we're doing this now where we're having some maybe we're off. Maybe what if we were off the Bitcoin 4-year cycle completely as crypto? Bitcoin can always do its thing. Let it. It's like a leap year, right? Just because the rest of us have birthdays that aren't a leap year doesn't mean we got to fucking celebrate birthdays every 4 years. That's those assholes' fault. Sorry if your birthday's on a leap year and you got fucked. That's not my problem. You're a quarter of the age you actually are, and that's reality, because you don't have a birth. You can't actually age without a birthday, and if it only comes once every 4 years, then you're shit out of luck. Either way, you get what I mean. I think you guys do. I think we're all on the same page now that Bitcoin is a birthday on February 20 whatever. What is it? 29th? What is I'm showing how crazy I am now that I don't understand the February 28th of this year, 28th next year, 28th on 2020, 29. Yeah. So February 29, 2028 is the next one. Have I explored Morpho on base, DeFi on base, Toro Grande? I have not. Appreciate the super chat. We can definitely take a look at it. Here's what I will do. I will open up DEXTools, and we'll take a look at this right now. I appreciate you for that. That's an amazing super chat. Thank you. So Morpho, Morpho. I know nothing about this, so. Let's see here. Morpho on base would be this one right here. So it's on ETH as well, but this one, you said it's on base. So we're going to go with this one. Is this the correct? Is this, before we go any farther, is this the correct contract address ending in 0842? I will see what you come back with here in a second here, Toro. But while we do that, let's take a look at this chart and let's see what it looks like. There we go. Now you guys can see the whole thing. So this is the daily. So like, I know that that's silly, but like in theory, like it's younger. So, could have had a nice little run, came down. It looks like it hit the line twice, right? So far respects the trend. We'll see what it does in the term here. But now we got to start making our entry levels. If it does pierce this, there would be a line right there where we'd want to go. Obviously, we want to set another one where we hope that it doesn't get down that low. That would not be good, I don't think, for it to get that low. So, listen, a lot of coins have dinosaur tails charts. And so as long as it doesn't have that, that's a really good start, right? Let's look at, can we get some more information about it? Morpho, $40 million token, market cap, token supply, 20 million. Okay. That's interesting. Plume. But we're gonna look at that one later. I definitely. So I am to C2B2. All right, let's go back and look up Morpho. C2. Okay, so it was the top one. There we go. So it's the same. The chart looks basically identical. All right. So I think the same things apply. Like you would say, all right, so it's a little bit of a downtrend right now, but it's down, but definitely not out. It hasn't dinosaur tailed off like just about everything else has. So set yourself some lines of where you would potentially want to try to catch an entry if you were looking to get in. Again, this is where, I mean, these are like just natural. This is like beginners. Like, all right, where would you do like the first steps? Obviously, you have some work right here where it's kind of at right now. So, these. I have this on DEXTools, and I don't log into this with an account or a wallet. And I would assume potentially if you have it like TradingView, where you have a login to it, you can then set alerts and you can be alerted to certain things. And like that's one of the biggest things that we do on TradingView every single day. And I'm preaching this is like, listen, you're sitting here doing the work. We're sitting here doing this stuff. If you're sitting by your computer drawing lines while I'm doing them too, I'm sure as hell hope that you guys are definitely putting your alarms on, because there are so many times where I'm sitting, it's just like, oh, JASMY crosses the line. I was like, oh, perfect, cool, let's go check it out. Or the XRPs doing, whatever it is, whatever we set these alerts for, so that we only really have to do the work once. In case we're trying to build a position, in case we want to get into a trade, in case we're trying to do something, we don't have to sit and look at the charts all day long. We can set an alarm, and when the phone goes, time to get to work. So I don't log into DEXTools, so I don't know if you can do that. And I'm sure there's a way to bring this up on TradingView so that you could. I mean, a lot of meme coins have the ability to bring up on TradingView. So check it out. Check it out. I would say probably here. This would be a first target for if we do go up, to see if we can break through that, because it's had a little fun there. This broke through pretty good. Even that, you know what? We're going to call it because it's on two different candles. Same thing. We got a lot of little fun activity here. We played a little bit here. Had a little bit of a candle issue right there. So I would say that between this, that's where you're going to want to get in the zone with Morpho. Now, do I understand exactly what's going to happen with it? I don't know. $442 million market cap. They got $1 billion total supply on this one. So the tokenomics are completely different on this. Not 20 million. It's got $1 billion. But at the end of the day, $442 million market cap. We got 6.1 in liquidity. It's not locked though, right? Do you lock liquidity on base? I don't actually know. It's been a while since I've looked at the base tokens like this. So we'll have to do this. We're going to hit the star on this Morpho token. We will be looking at Morpho token again. It's now on our favorite list, so we will come back. All right, let's go back to TradingView. Next one, we're going to look at XRP. As you can see, we have got our bag locked and loaded with XRP. We do not need to buy any. I'm not looking to get into a position. Potentially, I would trade XRP, right? And so now we want to start setting up our fundamentals of what are we looking at, right? Obviously, this is a great first place right here because we've had a couple of touch points right here. And then right here, we've gone up since then, down a little bit. So we'll see what happens in the short term. But so we want to make sure. And as you can see, this alarm clock that you can see means that if we click our line, we already have an alarm set on this. And so if this line gets triggered, I will get a notification, and that might be, all right, let's see what happens. Because ultimately, I want to remove this. Ultimately, we've got some other lines that we can draw that we could see this thing revisit. Now, this was back in at the end of December. So I would actually probably think there's a good chance we're going to touch this really quick. Just to, again, we're talking about a lot of coins today having this. Having like this potential to see a little correction, right? But the healthy correction. You got to remember, these are all healthy. Now, I know it's bullshit because we're all expecting a bull run. We want the number to go up. However, it does sometimes have to bleed a little bit more than we want it to, because that's what capitulates the final people that were holding or were just not letting the needle move, or whatever the explanation, however you perceive it is. And so you got to have those moments. And I know we recently saw that with that big candle, but I am also a firm believer, and I think that there's probably some proof that you could take a look at this and figure it out. But when you have those big scam wicks like that, usually a little bit later it finds its way back there, right? Like, why did it stop there? Like, let's look at this, for example. Let's look at this XRP chart. Nope, that's what we want right there. So the idea, well, now it's just getting crazy. Nope. Okay, we want this. So the idea of where we came down here, potentially, this could be the rallying point for the turnaround, if that makes sense to you, right? Like, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes a high percentage of the time, you will see that these scam wicks have a tendency to be back in line with where we find a bottom, and then from there we take off. So I'm hoping that's what happens with XRP here, and it happens soon, if it doesn't just go up on its own. And I know it's got the potential to do that same thing. It's just like all these other coins. Like, the narrative is so fucking strong. The news is so fucking bullish. Like, what is going to be the catalyst to get the needle to move? And I just don't know if we have a catalyst other than some kind of, and I don't want to say black swan, but some kind of market manipulation event that is going to bring the markets down, but bring them down enough to where it triggers a lot of turnaround and buys and moving to the top. Wrong coin on CMC. It's 137. Let's remember, CMC, it's 137. Let's go to CoinMarketCap then. Switch to this tab, and let's go. To 137. Oh, Morpho. Wait. Oh. Well, for the $443 million one. So this is okay. So that's the one that you're looking at, the billion tokens. Okay, shit. All right. So it's ranked 137th. That makes it even a little bit more sexier. Let's just make sure. So this is the C2B2. And the one that we've got pulled up is the C2B2. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So we've got that one locked and loaded on our DEXTools. We will track our lines and the prices and all that stuff. I do like to draw these when, all right. So when this came to our attention, we were right here. Let's zoom in. And we will make that. There we go. And we'll make it white. All right. So there we go. When Morpho was brought to the attention of us. Oh, God, I'm not even on the right page. There it is. There we go. We have got this white line right here inside this circle. This is our starting point. This is where we know, and this will always be here. This is where we know it was brought to our attention. Thank you, Toro Grande. All righty. Back to the mains. ICP, as you guys know, this is now, we could probably remove some of this drawing stuff. This might be playing out like what we were talking about the other day. As you can see, we saw a lot of these big swooping dumps, but they all have a nice little pump attached to it. So we recently saw this swooping dump, but the last 5 candles, Now, they don't have the biggest bodies in the world. They don't have big bodies, but they are green and they are going up. So what we have noticed is that we're starting to see this nice little macro uptrend. This is either going to be the next leg up to bring the next leg on down, or this is the reversal that all of you ICP people have been waiting for. JASMY, look, I still got some of my graphics on here from my video. Firm believer that with the new kind of crypto environment in Japan, them adding ETFs, all of that stuff, the narrative has definitely started to change. And JASMY, as you guys know, I'm going to play this one. This isn't a long-term play for me. If you are if you are from Japan, Japanese, you are into IoT, you believe that that is the future of all of this stuff, that is probably a long-term play for you. That is not my speculation play for a long term. I will definitely play this for this run because I see the potential of where it's going and how many people talk about it, the numbers that they project and where they're thinking what this thing is going, up to 60 cents to $1, stuff like that. So I'll play along with that, especially at 2 cents. Nothing ain't gonna hurt you having a little moon bag, even if it gets at 30 cents from 2 cents. All right, you're gonna do all right. So with that being said, much like a couple of these other coins that we've been talking about, man, this thing is in the triangle of love. It is the final stages of this wedge where we can see right here, we are hanging tight. We have been hanging tight. A little bit up here. We're back down here. We wick down a little bit here and there, yada, yada, yada. That is A-okay. But we are hanging tight on our support. And I think that we've got to, by Wednesday of next week, this is all happening by next week on all of these charts. The pinch point's happening, man. We are either going to break up or break down. Break up, not like, that's interesting. Like if you and someone break up, like you break up, but in the chart, that's a good thing if you're in a long. Now, if you're bear, it's a bad thing. I get it all, yada, 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 but whatever. So as you can see, and as I told you earlier, I am a bull. I am bullish on crypto. The narrative of the entire ecosystem is massive right now. These things are going to break up. Again, the cultural shift that's going to happen in Japan because of the new regulations, because of the ETFs, again, all that stuff, I believe will be a key driver for that. Everybody's been waiting for some kind of something for JASMY, and I believe this is going to be part of the catalyst for that. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Pack your bags. Get ready. JASMY, baby. And if you want to watch my video about that, it is on the channel. I posted it this afternoon, just a little bit ago. So there you go. Ethereum. We don't really want to look at this one. This thing has just been falling. Hopefully at some point we'll get a big pop at some point. All right, we got Virtuals Protocol. Virtuals had a nice couple days here. Has hopefully seen this be. Let's zoom this in a little bit. We don't need to see the whole fall. All right, so here we go. Last little bit has been kind of a little downtrend here, but the last 2 days, we had a nice little candle here that has since got released, but that we've got this resistance point that we're going to have to get over here at $1.40, and we'll see what happens and where it goes from there. I feel like there was news about it too, right? Virtuals Protocol, is there news about it? Let's see, 4 hours ago we had Virtuals Protocol now live on Solana, driving agentic innovation. Here it is. Base token virtual listed on Kraken but not Coinbase. Kraken has opted to list a Solana blockchain version of a Coinbase-based blockchain asset. There you go. Base Protocol Virtuals chooses Solana. That's weird. Definitely some interesting stuff. All right, back to the charts here. Hopefully that thing turns up. As you guys know, a couple of us got into the Virtuals ecosystem. We are community members through and through until the very end, or at least until this thing gets back up well over $2.50. That is where we're going. Sorry, I fell behind on the chat. Let me scroll back. Oh, what's up? CC in the house. CoinShick in the house. Let's do it. Let's do it. I know that I had seen a chat about that. Let's go to it. As you guys know, we will. This is where we get to show off. We're gonna go to our favorites. Now, I did a favorite cleanup. I cleaned all of my favorite coins out of here, all the ones that we've been tracking on the show because they all went to shit. And I said, here's the deal. This will be something. It's like fishing, catch and release. Sometimes we're going to catch and we're going to hold. Sometimes we're going to catch and release. And a lot of our picks that we have been looking at recently were catch and release. Sep. Obviously, you saw we added Morpho today. But CCC, Coin Shit Coin, shout out. Let's go, let's go. That made the cut, and so did, obviously, VHS. You guys know that. Drop the losers, keep the winners. My dog, Matthew, in the house, knows what's up. Drop the losers, keep the winners. Why the fuck would you hang on to something that sucks? Don't do that. That's how you lose. Don't keep the losers. All right. Speaking of don't keep them losers, this is why we kept CCC, because it's a winner. Check this thing out. Look at this, man. I've been telling you, you talk about respecting the trend. We got damn near close, but it's back up. It's back up. Shout out to CC in the community. There we go. But look at this. I'm going to bring this one out so you guys can see this whole thing. This is the entire life cycle of this coin up and to the right. Do you see this? Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay. That's consistency. That's what happens when you show up. That's what happens when you build organically. That's what happens. And you might see, so look at this pop was amazing right here. Came back down, it's fine. Went back up. But at the end of the day, look, this trend line, how many times since we started it here? There's probably a couple touches in there. There's a couple touches in here. Couple touches here. Couple touches here. Couple touches here. That's what you call respect the trend, my friend. And the trend will always be your friend until it's not. However, there you go. Let's look at VHS. I see that one was down a little bit today, but that's all right. That's just an opportunity for some people to get in here. And I know this will, look at this. I mean, this one, you guys know that we've been hanging on to VHS since the beginning as well. That purple line is where we got in. At one point, y'all were up like a 7x or something like that. Let's see. We got in here. Currently, y'all are up 640%, but you know, that's all right. I'm still hanging on. In fact, I've gotten more. That is, you'll get a trend bologna sandwich. Not funny, man. You are absolutely correct. Sometimes you get a trend bologna sandwich. Sometimes it's got pickles and mustard, and sometimes it's got sardines on it. So sometimes you just got to eat that sardine sandwich, man. I'm telling you what. But here's VHS. As you can see, right now it's flirting with, as far as the body on today's candle goes. So we might have to see some activity to pull this thing up here. But this would be its lowest body candle in a little bit. But as we've done here, one up, 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 up. So we're getting close. We want to make sure that this thing, pretty much finds its bottom around here and goes back up. And this way we can say that it's consistently higher lows. That is a great sign. Now, will that be forever? Probably not. But at the end of the day, that's a good sign to always see those higher lows. All right. I think that's all we had there on the DEXTools for now. Again, we deleted everything. But if something else comes up, if there's something else you guys say in the chat that you want me to look up, all you gotta do is drop it in there. We'll take a look at it. World. So we were on virtuals. H bar. You guys know where I am on this. I'm starting to get nervous. I know, we've got some of our guys have said they've taken some of their profits on H bar. I feel like that might be the move. This might be like that was its bull run from 5 cents up to 40 cents. That was a nice bull run. Maybe that's all that the legs that it had in there for this one. We don't know. But let's go here so you guys can see the H bar chart. We got a lot of shitty drawings on here now. A lot of things have happened over. We've been tracking H bar for a long time. We've been looking at this chart and we've drawn a lot of lines on here. At the end of the day, I'm not ready to give up on it, but I would like to take some profits on it in case that was it, right? Like, you don't want to, with the expectation of like, oh, it's going to go back up to 60 cents. And then all of a sudden you're round tripping because you're back to 5 cents and you're like, fuck, man, I should have sold. So the things you got to be thinking about, like, It had a larger run than most, a larger sustained run than most, and I think that's something that we got to be thinking about. I know Ellie is in the house today, so we are looking up Moonwell. Ticker is well. What's up, Ellie? Shout out to you. Hope you're doing well. CC, I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys all for being here. You know that means the world to me. Thank you so much. All right. So Moonwell, since we started tracking this thing, has been on a downward slide. However, at some point, we were going to find a bottom, and I think that we did. And this orange line, we've had this one for a while, and as you can see, all the way over here is where we had this thing as a support until it went up. So potentially what it's doing is coming back as a nice little trip, is coming back down here to test it out, load back up before the next run. Now, who knows? I don't own any of this, but all I can tell you is here we are at the same point that we were back in October. There's a lot of coins that have done this. So it's nothing new. Nothing new to see. We've got some that we've been tracking. Some of our favorites are actually at prices lower than what they were. I'm just saying. All right. That is Moonwell. Shout out to our chat. Shout out to y'all are amazing. I appreciate you guys. All right, Pith. Here's one. Okay, what we were just talking about. Let's look here. Right here at the end of September, October, when we were putting together our portfolio for the October pump, that never happened. We put this stuff here, right? Right here's where we're looking at it. You look at what we were saying about Moonwell at the same price. This is well below the price that it was when we were just talking in that same time frame. In fact, it's down 44% from where it was. So if you did go in Moonwell, you're looking better than Biff by a long shot. I don't know why I said that so aggressively. That's my bad. Jake the Crypto Snake, my guy. Bro, go back to the Ondo chart. The weekly VWAP is getting ready to cross the O. Green dot possibly next week. My guy. Let's go. Let's check it out. He said on the daily, on the weekly, okay? Ooh, look at that. Man, I'll tell you what, I'm super bullish on this. Super bullish. My lines don't look as good on the weekly as they do on the daily. But I'm ready, man. Let's bring this up. Man, this looks good. What? That looks good. This looks good. Hopefully we see this turn around and go back up. We don't want it to see it go down, but if it does, it does. But I think you're right. I think our what we're looking at as far as our indicators and everything is it's telling us it's bullish. It is bullish. We have to be. How could it not be? And again, even if it were to take a little bit of a slump, it would be a healthy slump. It would be a healthy slump. We don't want another line. All right, so that's Ondo on the weekly, man. I think that to me looks like we're getting ready to rip. And I hope that it actually happens. When does this week end? We've got 4 days and 2 hours. Whew. It's really interesting to see what this is going to do. I mean, technically, we could say on the weekly, we could move this down a little bit. I know the wicks are going to be different on a weekly than they are, but we still have a little bit of wiggle room if we need to go down a little bit now. I'll tell you what, mega bullish. Let's go. All right. We're still on the weekly here, but WIF. I think WIF is the last coin that'll show up before we rotate back to Ondo on that. Let's go back to the daily here. This is one of those coins that has just gotten beaten to shit. And I had a feeling that this was going to be a big one in the run. However, we'll see what happens now that the amount of memes that we've got in the ecosystem here. I don't know if there is an indication that, you know, there is something that will be the clear leader and this is going to be the meme of all memes. Like, I think the narrative on all that has changed because of where we're at and who's put memes out and how all of that's working. I don't think that's going to be it anymore. But I mean, I could be wrong. Alrighty. I believe, let's see. We could open up Dex Screener and see if there's anything to look at. Might as well, right? It's been a while since we've done this. Let's go new pairs. Last 6 hours. We'll hit it by volume. I don't know. Do we have this in us? We can put it on like specific markets, right? Like, I only want Solana or I only want base. Well, let's do this later this week. I think that let's do, instead of like looking at Trading View, we can breeze through that stuff for a minute. Instead of maybe doing no news articles one day, we should definitely like hunt for shitters. I just don't know, like, the market sucks right now, and like you got to be like locked in. And we've been doing other things. We've been chit chatting and, you know, having fun and doing our thing, and we haven't been locked in. We're not in the trenches at the moment, and so I feel like we got to get ourselves locked in the trenches. So, holy cow! Show, and I got about 1,200 people that watched the show over on X today. Thank you. I know that's just a running total, but at the end of the day, it is a massive stream for me, and it means the fucking world. And so, thank you so much. Give you guys a little applause on the back on your shoulder there. Smash the like button, hit the heart. Number one thing you can do to help me out, and I appreciate that. All right, that's gonna be it. That's all we got. There was some things, and I know this, I'm realizing this right now. There were some things that we were supposed to look at, specifically Devi. I got a whole list somewhere. I was supposed to look that stuff up and put it on the show today, but I didn't. We'll do it tomorrow. My apologies. That is tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. Let's go. Have a good night. Remember, do whatever you can to make yourself. That's it. Make yourself. That's it. Like, a lot of people are struggling right now. But at the end of the day, just make yourself. I appreciate you guys. I love you. Adios, amigos. We will be back tomorrow.